guys, welcome to the channel, and this is my second video back, and I'm really excited to be building again and in the future in our new world that we're getting, which is Sulani, in case you've been away or something. It's an amazing world. I think it might replace my favorite world, which is Windenburg. But I don't know yet. I haven't gotten the pack yet. I think it's gonna be released for Game Changers that didn't go to EA Play on the 18th. But the official release date for the new Island Living pack is on the 21st. So it's a quick turnaround, and I'm really kind of nervous about it because I have a lot of content I want to make for it and not a lot of time. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to possibly join a collab of sorts, and then I'm going to try and do that first, and then I'm going to do full-length videos of my thoughts on the items and cast, as well as some of the gameplay features that's going to be new in the pack. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try my best to do that for you guys. And some other news, I don't know if you all have been keeping up with EA Play and E3. EA Play was really cool. I was really happy with it, not just because of the Island Living trailer, the official trailer, but also the fact that we're going to be getting Realm of Magic in the fall, which I assume will have witches and possibly fairies. I have a theory that it's probably just going to be one or the other, but I don't really know. They haven't said anything. We'll probably know more later this year, but I'm very, very excited about that because I've been complaining about having witches in game for forever, it seems like. And I know that some people were kind of disappointed in a way because of university, but I also have a theory on that will be probably, well, I don't know, maybe next year. That's my theory anyway. But we'll see, Apparently they have a ton of stuff planned over the next few years, so, anything could happen. So another thing I was really excited about as far as E3 goes was Nintendo's Direct and, Animal Crossing, which I love. I'm very excited for that. Another island theme. I'm not mad about it though. I think that Nintendo is very good at not really caring too much as far as, oh hey, we have to not release this game because there's bugs or we want to develop something more. They care about that, and that's really cool, and I think that's why a lot of people aren't as upset as, some other, games that might be delayed, because they know Nintendo's gonna do a good job and everything. So March 2020, everybody. Animal Crossing. Another thing that I was excited for was, obviously, if you haven't seen it yet, the teaser for Breath of the Wild, the sequel, that it's in development apparently. So yeah, that's a thing. That was crazy. I didn't blink the entire time I saw it. I thought it was just going to be a DLC, but obviously it's a sequel, so that's really cool. So about this build here, this is a beach house, but it's not an islandy beach house. It's in Brindleton Bay. It's on the smallest, I think it's the smallest lot in this world. That's pretty close to the shoreline. I was kind of thinking, so at first when I was building this house, I was thinking it was going to be for a single woman that lives here. Maybe she's an artist of some kind, And I was like, well, I kind of want to switch it up. So later on, I decided to change that idea, but up until that point, I was still kind of figuring out things and playing around with the floor plan. But yeah, in this house, even though the lot is small, the house is pretty spacious, and I don't know, I was kind of surprised by how much room and open it was. So this little area in the entryway is one of my favorite areas in the house, and it's really simple. For some reason, I've never just put a single chair in the entryway, and I saw a picture of something like that, and I was like, oh, that's really nice, and it was kind of simple. Also, I saw on Twitter someone was using these shoe racks, and they actually flipped them to be the opposite way, and I think that I did that later, where I flipped the shoes to face the wall, which actually makes more sense to me, because if you're putting on your shoes, you would take your shoes off the rack facing the other way. Otherwise, you would have to turn your shoes and it wouldn't make sense. So yeah, I never really thought about it that way. So I think I'm gonna just turn them the opposite way from now on. So this cottage is supposed to be in a Nantucket style, and if you've never seen it before, it's very cottagey, and they often have like trellises and pink flowers that kind of go up the side. So that's what I was doing in the front, and sorry if I sound a little hoarse. I've been sick for the last few days, and that's why I couldn't record this sooner. But I am feeling a lot better, and I'm excited to work on stuff again. So this room is the living room, and I had a lot of difficulty with this room. I wasn't sure how to decorate it, and it's kind of a longer room. But thinking about the person that lives here, I figured if they're an artist, maybe they collect random things that they find, or they go to thrift shops and just kind of mishmash it together, and it's more of an eclectic kind of beachy style. So that's what I was going for, and I just kind of kept it, even though I changed the character a little bit, because I still thought it fit him. So yeah, that's the living room, and I just wanted to make it as cozy as I could. So I figured because it's in the northeast, it probably gets really cold at certain times in the year, so I figured it was important to have a fireplace, so I added that into the living room. And I think I kept, or no, I didn't. I didn't keep the TV in the living room, which you can probably add one later if you wanted to, but I thought it might be cool to have a armoire instead, because I've seen like some people will have their TVs inside of an armoire, and it kind of tucks it away, but it's not a cabinet. It's not like a heavy duty cabinet where you have your TV inside or anything. So that's what I ended up with here, and I think, yeah, here I am changing it to this movie hangout armoire, which I never really use that much, but I like it a lot. I just feel like it only lends itself to certain types of decorating or builds. So yeah, I'm just making the living room extra cozy and cluttered. I kind of thought that this person was a bookworm, that they don't really watch TV that much. They usually spend their time either painting or outside by the shore, since they live so close to it, and reading. So I wanted to reflect that in the house decor, and I think that it's not until later that I decided to change it to a single father with his daughter, and you'll be able to see them at the end in the screenshots. But my whole idea for them was that maybe somehow his wife passed away, and he was always kind of into art, but always felt like he had to provide and not be able to do what he loved. So he kind of put that on the back burner. So when she passed, I was thinking maybe that was like his turning point in trying to pursue it, because that's kind of what she wanted him to do anyway. So my idea for that was, he moved to Brindleton Bay with his daughter, and he's just trying to raise her and figure things out and focus on his art. And yeah, so that's kind of who I was thinking would live here, and I end up changing some things to reflect that. So this is the art studio, and my other idea for some parts of the house was maybe some of the rooms were unfinished, like maybe he's trying to fix up the paneling and replace some of the worn paneling, but just hasn't gotten around to doing all of it yet. So in some rooms and some walls we'll have this like shabby shiplap that's been here for a while probably. I was kind of thinking maybe this house originally was owned by a fisherman or something, and he got like a good deal on it, so he's been fixing it up. And I know it's like an elaborate story, but sometimes when you're stuck in how to decorate and how to build, it helps a lot to make up a story, or even make certain Sims that may live in the build, and then you can better decorate and kind of know what you're working with, and have some direction, which I think it helps a lot, at least for me. And this is another one of my favorite areas in the house. I haven't been able to really make a proper mudroom, and I was really excited by this, by being able to use the move objects cheat and just kind of take this mudroom-esque object from Seasons and kind of raise it up and push it into the wall so it looks like the hooks are on the wall. So I was super excited about that. And the reason why I'm putting these poles on the wall is because I was thinking they'd be kind of like fishing poles. So you'd be able to grab those and move on out to the shore since it's so close. So yeah, at this point I was like, okay, I'm changing this to be a single father with his daughter. And so this room is her bedroom. It's very small, so I wasn't able to do the typical nightstand, chair, bookcase type of thing I always do. So I had to kind of think outside the box, and that's okay. I think it kind of gave her room a little more character. As far as her character goes, I feel like she's not a typical, young girl. I thought maybe she, like her dad, loves to be outside and read and explore and collect thing. So yeah, and then I also thought, because I didn't know what a Bedlington was, so I looked it up, and it's like a type of white dog, typically white I think, or sometimes gray. They have a weird shaped head, or how their fur grows. And to be honest, no offense to anybody that has a Bedlington dog, but they're not cute to me. So I ended up changing the name of the lot to Bocker K. It's this cute little furry white dog, and you'll see him at the end too. But he's this shaggy dog. I thought that would be the perfect dog for this particular family, I feel like. So as you can see, I'm just putting the shabby shiplap in the mudroom area. Maybe he hasn't finished that yet. And yeah, so I'm just kind of decorating her room. I wanted it to be kind of messy, not, typical girl colors. And maybe she likes bugs, and she likes, finding new things and airplanes and travel, and I don't know. I just wanted to make her different and not your typical girl. And I was kind of thinking of, I think her name is Ellie from Up when she was a girl. So I was like, yes, I need to make, this girl like her. So that's kind of where the inspiration came from. And this, I saw in real life this happening where, kids put stickers on their window in the bedroom. I forget who it was that I saw do this, but I thought it would be really cute to try and size down some of these like kid-like looking stickers and put them on the window. I don't know, it just gives it some character and some interesting, things going on in her room that she tried to like make it her own. And, gotta have the stuffed animal on the bed. I think if you were to play with this lot, I think it wouldn't hurt anything to have the stuffed animal on the bed, but if anything, you can just move it if you need to. So the back porch here, I decided to put a roof on it because it was just too weird not having a roof, honestly. So I just decided put a cover on there, and I thought it would be neat maybe to have a bar stool height table. I haven't done this before, I don't think, to kind of have that on the back porch. It seems more casual to me for some reason, so I don't know, just decided to try something different. And then over here I have a little seating area for this dad and his daughter, and of course I had to do the fish chair. I think it's from I always forget the name of that pack. Get Outdoors? Yeah, so the camping pack. But yeah, just a really informal, kind of casual vibe I was trying to go for in this house. Trying to clutter it up. And then up here, since it's such a small house, I figured it might be cool to just have like an attic room almost. Just an extra room for the dad to sleep in, and maybe he's trying to work on getting another room up here or something. But at this point, it's just kind of whatever. He doesn't really care that much about his own space. And I had a few of his daughter's things up here. Like maybe she comes up here to play dolls or sits with him to read or something. So, because he doesn't really do anything or go anywhere, he just is with his daughter. And yeah, so that's kind of what I was thinking for this room. So it's just basically the whole entire attic plus a bathroom. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this build, and I'll show you all some screenshots of the finished build. And next time you see me or see my build, we will be in Sulani, and I'm very excited about that. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and